Hey Cancer, this is Lisa with the Poet Oracle, and today we're going to find out what's going on with you and the person you were thinking about when you clicked on this video. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your support. And if you have not yet subscribed, please consider doing so that you're notified when future videos are released. Today we are going to look at some tarot cards. I have some oracle cards, and then at the end we are going to look at some personal messages. Now keep in mind that this is just a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what does not. And if you feel that any roles need to be reversed from how I presented them, by all means flip it. Well, the very first card that we have here is the Eight of Swords in the reverse, thankfully in the reverse, because this is all about escaping a situation. Escaping a situation, accepting that this is it. The final solution to take control of my life is to walk away, right? Have a new beginning. Either that new beginning is with somebody else or somewhere else, or that new beginning is with this person, because sometimes things just need to end the way that they're going. So this card, being your very first card to come out, is really showing that you are having kind of a new perception on what love really is or should be, and you're healing yourself. You're feeling very empowered. If you're not right now, you will start feeling very empowered. And the reason why you had to take control, just based on the next two cards that came out, we have the Knight of Wands in the reverse, and then we have the Ten of Swords. The Knight of Wands in the reverse is very significant of somebody that is just reckless with their behavior. They don't think about the consequences. They can be violent in nature. They can also be very wishy-washy, back and forth, all over the place. Just an arrogant person that just doesn't put in the right level of passion or ambition into this situation, and you had to free yourself from that. Why? Because the Ten of Swords represents that, you know what, it's ruined. The relationship is over. This person may have backstabbed you in some way, betrayed you in a great deal, because look at that, all those swords in the back. It's like this relationship is done. You've hit the dead end. This person may play victim very well. Then you get the Lover's card in the reverse. The Lover's card in the reverse definitely signifies a separation, or at least a very disharmonious situation. This is very much a one-sided relationship, or was a one-sided relationship, caused, and it's resulting in a breakup. If the breakup hasn't happened already, you can feel that it's coming, because there's a disconnection that's taken place. There's a separation that's taken place in this particular situation. It could be trust issues. Okay. All right. And then with the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, this is all about a divorce. This can signify a divorce, but really it can really signify fighting over money, or money burdens, money disasters, things like that. A lot of misfortune. So in this relationship, there may have been arguments over money. There may have been, it's really what it's coming down here, is a lot of disputes. But this is really about money. So, let's get one more from this deck, and then we'll switch the deck and see if we get any additional messages. Okay. And then we get the Five of Wands in the reverse. Now, the Five of Wands in the reverse is just wanting to avoid the conflict altogether. Calling a truce, right? Ending the conflict. Now, ending the conflict may mean, hey, I'm going to go my way, you go your way, however that worked out in your situation. But this is all about just wanting peace, wanting to stay focused, calling a truce, right? Whether that be that you're going to come back together and work on this, or just, I'm walking away. Let's get some from this deck and see if we get any more messages. This deck, I get so mesmerized by the pictures. They are beautiful. So hopefully I don't get too taken aback. All right, let's see what other messages we have. Looks like there was a pretty tough situation for you to go through with somebody that really didn't think about your feelings. Oh my goodness. And then, you know, the good thing about this card coming out in the reverse is we've got the Three of Hearts, the Three of Swords, right? It came in the reverse because you're healing, right? The Three of Swords in the reverse, when we look at it in the upright, we see all those swords in the heart. We see this person sitting there crying. But when it's in the reverse, it's about pulling those swords out of the heart, moving forward, healing, right? And that's what we have here with the Five of Wands showing up in the reverse, and then the Three of Swords showing up in the reverse. Both of those are indicative of healing, moving forward. You know, the very first card that you got with that Eight of Swords in the reverse is all about moving forward. And so this card is just reiterating that. All right, we have the King of Pentacles, but it's in the reverse. Again, this person could be just very rude, very aggressive, very greedy. They might have taken your money. My goodness, we got the Five of Pentacles. This person made you feel like you were left out in the cold. They may have taken money from you, but you could see that this person is, you know, walking behind another person, and they're like, wait, but don't leave, don't leave. And so this person, like I said, they may have been wishy-washy with that Knight of Wands in the reverse. They may have been all over the place. 1 minute they're in it, 1 minute they're not. And it just made you feel like, you know, this person was rude and tactless, and they just made you feel very unloved, very much so in a cold place, not in the warm place that you would want to feel with that true love. All right, but we got the King of Wands, honey. You ain't playing, all right? You have got knowledge. You can see that this king has a light over the top of his head. He's on a, I don't even know what he's on. What is he on? A chariot. He's on a burning chariot at that, okay? Like the Hunger Games over here. And then he's got a lion in front of him. The lion signifies strength. You know, this is all about you coming out, burning the past, right? You see, they're moving along, moving along. It's like how you burn the memories of the past, like that Adele song. I forget how the song goes, but this is all about burning the past and moving forward. You know, being strong enough to move past it, move forward, burn it down. Not literally burn it down, but you know. You know, this is the Justice card. And the Justice card, when this card shows up, you can see that this individual also has a light around the head, got a crown above the head, but also blindfolded, holding some scales, holding the swords. So this card is all about wanting things to be fair, to be just, and really trying to look at things from a very objective view, right? Looking at things from our higher selves. And I think this is what you are trying to do, especially with the you know, the King of Wands showing up with the Justice card. You just want to see things very clearly, all right? Beautiful cards. All right, let's get some of these cards and see if we can get, well, I'll get some of these tarot cards and see if we can get something different. But if you haven't come to this awakening yet, you will be. This strength and moving forward and healing, this is all coming to you. You may be in the process of doing that now, or it may be getting ready to happen. But this person, I just keep looking at these 10 of Swords, and I think whenever I see multiple swords, and then with the 3 of Hearts, with the 3 swords, I feel like this person did you dirty more than once. All right, well, we got the King of Pentacles, but this time it's in the upright, because the King of Pentacles in the upright is all about having security, moving forward, having abundance, and wealth. So you may be well on your way to financial abundance, and that's good, because with the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse, there was, wow, there was definitely an upheaval when it comes to finances for some reason in this situation. All right, the whole deck fell out, but I'm going to take just the one that came out by itself. We got the Chariot card. Now, the Chariot card is all about moving forward. Now, the most wonderful thing about the Chariot card coming out is you can tell that with this card, he is on the Chariot already. So you're already in motion, and this card is just letting you know that if you haven't walked away, you're already in the motion to walk away from this situation, from this arrogant person that had no regard for what they were doing, their behaviors, or maybe even what they were doing with your money. All right, and then we have the Hanged Man. Now, the Hanged Man is all about kind of taking that moment to think, right? When we just talked about 2 cards where there was lights over the head and really seeing things clearly. And when I think about the Hanged Man, I think, if somebody's hanging upside down, all the blood is rushing to their head. And so this is all about making the sacrifice of either stepping away or walking away from a situation, either emotionally or physically, surrendering to the fact that it's over, and really starting to see things clearly, or at least taking the time out to sit still long enough to really learn from this situation. Just don't get stuck in the hangman situation. Child, as soon as I said don't get stuck, then we get the Page of Wands. Now, you can already see this person is flying on that bike. Okay, they're moving fast. And so, never mind with what I said about hang out as long as you need to until it's time to move. And then you're going to be moving forward. You're going to have a lot of great ideas. You're going to be manifesting quite a lot of things in your life. And sometimes that's what happens when you free yourself from an imprisoning situation. Huh. You get the you must risk to reap rewards card. That's right. You got to take a risk in order to get the rewards. You obviously were not getting rewards in this situation. How do I know that? Because I can just look at that card. Look how sad that card looks. I mean, not to mention the card with the heart and the swords in it. I mean, this was a lot of pain for you. There was a lot that went on. And there was, at one point, a lot of love. All right, and then we have the Empress. Yes, this is all about growing, nurturing other people, nurturing yourself, loving you a little bit more, being fair with yourself. That's beautiful. Let's get one more from this deck. Then we'll go to our oracle cards. Oops. Oh, we got the Chariot card again. Honey, you are moving, okay? Not only do you have the Chariot card twice, you got the Page of Wands, which is moving fast as anything. Honey, you bailed out, didn't you? You bailed out of this situation. And if you haven't, you're going to make a quick exit to the door pretty soon. Oh, my goodness. You got a lot of movement. All right, we got retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Pull away, do what you have to do to heal. And then we have religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. This may be something you want to think about. If your religious upbringing is causing you to choose certain individuals, maybe switch it up a little bit. You take that how it resonates as far as religious factors. If you and this individual had two different religious beliefs, that could have caused some of the disputes that are showing here. All right, this was in the reverse. We have make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. It's in the reverse because you don't feel that way anymore. The Lover's card came out in the reverse. The love that used to be there, it got taken over with all these swords that came into the body, right? I mean, there's a lot of pain here. I mean, like I said, I cannot reiterate. This one stands out so much with all those swords and that heart. But really what is standing out the most to me is these two cards right here. How beautiful. Flaming up to move on into new situations, seeing things very, very clearly. Beautiful. Sometimes you got to go through the pain of love to grow and evolve. And it sounds like that's what you're doing here. All right, we got the Camera card, but it's in the reverse because this is all about reminiscing, making new memories, learning from the past. Now, we got to make sure that we learn from the past. This could be you or your person not learning from the past, but I can tell you right now, you don't want to make any more memories with this person. Ooh, we got the Twin Flames card. Let me tell you something about Twin Flames. Twin Flames, oh, you feel so drawn to them, so connected. Oh my goodness, it just feels like everything in the universe has come together and aligned up when you meet, and then it ends up being the most painful situation ever because Twin Flames will teach, but honey, they will burn. That flame will burn you if you are not careful. All right, and then we get the Runner card in the reverse. The Runner is a runner in a codependent relationship, somebody that's fearing intimacy or listening to their ego. And it seems like you are really looking at things very clearly now. Like I said, you know, look at that. I mean, this is all about making judgment calls for your own life, movement for your own life. And so you're no longer in some kind of codependent relationship. You're out the door. All right, let's get a Dream Oracle card for you. I'm proud of whoever is walking away because it's hard to do that. It's hard when you feel a connection with somebody. You almost want to keep that hope that maybe it will get better. But it looks like you might have given this person chance after chance. 10 of Swords and the 3 of Swords showing up. That's a lot of swords that have been placed into either the heart or the back. This person has not done you right many, many times. All right. The Dream Oracle card that we got is the Magic Zone, number 43, the exhilaration of discombobulation. Let me tell you something about this card. You know, when you walk away from a situation, it feels like your whole life has been lifted up, right? It's like nothing that was normal is normal anymore, right? And so what this is saying is that when things get discombobulated, this is your opportunity to make changes, to make the life that you truly want to have. And so what this card is saying is this is your time now to truly think about what it is that you want in your next relationship, and make sure that you are healing yourself, building yourself. That's what the discombobulation period is for you to take a step back and really heal yourself. Beautiful. All right, let's get a Fairy Temple Oracle card for you. I just hate that you had to go through pain in order to get to this point, and that this person did not bring to the table what they should have in order to make the relationship successful. All right, the card that we got is the Leadership card. Lead, teach, and self-govern. And this is all about not only leading yourself, but when you start making really strong decisions and setting boundaries, you may not know it, but people in your life are watching that. And you may be actually teaching them just by example of, you know what, I'm not going to stay in situations that are not healthy for me. There's somebody that's stabbing you in the back and everything like that. Making that choice to walk away is something that other people in your life saw as well. And so this is all about leading, learning, teaching, and just really governing yourself. All right, let's get a couple of extra messages, personal messages to these cards. Well, they're coming out pretty smooth and nice. Let's get a couple more. What other messages do we have? I'm going to take that whole stack that fell out. Okay. The very first one, you are good enough. I don't know if you've been telling yourself that you're not, but you may need an energy cleanse. All right, love more, starting with you. I know that's right. This person, you know, really may have hurt your confidence a little bit with how they behaved and how they acted. All right, this says lessons felt are the ones hardest learned. And that's the truth, man. When you burn your hand on the stove, you won't ever forget that burn, do you? This says never let others destroy your inner peace. I know that's right. Ooh, rejection is protection. Now that's a key to remember right there. If somebody rejects you, honey, they might be protecting you from a future with them that would be disastrous. And then this says you are stronger than you think. Don't be doubting your strength. You are definitely a strong sign. All right, let's get a poem for this situation. What poem wants to come out? Let's see. Ooh. Ho ho! The poem that came out, number 3, Walking Away. The words they would say were never the same as the actions they portrayed, leaving stains of pain on the tears that feared the steps to walk away. Oh, honey, you may have stayed a little bit too long in this situation. Let this person do you wrong over and over again, and then finally you get the courage to walk away. What is the first card that hit the table? Was the 8 of Swords in the reverse, which is what? Freedom. Good for you. If you haven't done it yet, congratulations in advance for walking away from a jerk. All right, if this person could say anything to you at all, I'm talking about no fear, no ego, no anger, whatever the case, what would they say to you? What messages would they say to you? All right, I'm going to get a couple, and then we're just going to go read them out one by one. Ooh. Too many. So I'm just seeing some of the cards when they come out, and I just find it so funny that we got the Knight of Wands in the reverse, which is somebody that's very wishy-washy, and you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about. These cards are all over the place, honey, these messages that this person wants to say to you, so bear with me, all right? This person's going to bounce us all over the place, apparently. All right, this says, I just want to sleep beside you, lay in your arms, hug your spirit, dance with your heartbeat. Sugaring things up a little bit. And then they turn around and say, but I have anger and ego issues. Then they say, home is where you are. I just want to talk, bond, and laugh. There's so much unspoken love. I am loyal to you. But mistakes happen. I didn't know how much I loved you until it was gone. You see through me. But this needs to end. But I'm working on being a better person. Honey. Boop, 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 boop. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. All right. I mirror you. You mirror me. Mirror we. So you guys may have mirrored each other for a long time. Especially if there was any kind of negativity. Sparking up. A lot of arguments. This says, I'm sorry. I love how sexy you are. And please be patient. Honey, how's somebody going to say please be patient when they first said this needs to end? Let me get a couple more because this person, honey, this is about the most flightiest person I've ever seen in a reading. Let's see what these two cards are that flipped out like all flighty. Like, oh my God. I'm not ready for commitment. Honey. And then this says, I assumed and made an ass out of you and me. Well, here we go. Now we got it. This person's an ass. All right, cool. Well, now we understand what is going on. And I'm glad that you have freed yourself from this. Or at least from a mental standpoint, you have freed it. Maybe you haven't physically freed yourself. But that's all right. It's coming because, honey, you can't keep dealing with somebody back and forth, back and forth. One day they love you. One day they don't. One day they hate you. One day they love you. I mean, what? Child, please. Nobody got time for that. It's like living in a washing machine. All right. Now, what I'm going to pull right now is, I know this is a love reading, but I always like to end with some money and career cards. So these are just some personal messages for your money, career, what's things looking like, how's it going down, and let's see what kind of messages we can get. I'm going to take that whole stack. Let's just read through them and see what kind of extra messages we have from a finance standpoint. All right, first thing it says is listen to your intuition. Where are you being pulled from a passion standpoint? What truly inspires you? This says inspired. What are you inspired by? Whatever you are inspired by, that's what you want to go towards. Whatever your passion is, or wherever your passion lies, that's what you want to put your effort into. And then this says don't give up. Don't give up on yourself. Ooh, we got the fame and recognition card. Ooh, somebody about to be famous. Don't forget the little people like me. All right, this says start that new venture. Yes, yes, start that new venture. Oh, this says yes, that failure was a blessing. Keep positive. Congratulations. This says it's not time to give up, but it may be time to reevaluate. And stop stationary dreaming. Stop talking about your dreams and not actually doing anything towards them. If you want to start a new business venture, do it. Learn your wealth. Learn your wealth. Learn your worth. Learn your wealth too, Annie. Procrastination can stifle dreams. Don't put too many holds on what you want to do. You'll find out that you're not doing anything. Lord, we got the entrepreneur card. You trying to start a business? I'm just saying, start your business. Do it. This says high five. You're going to be successful at it. And then this says don't give up. You are so close. Woo! I love those messages. All right, well, I'm definitely sorry for the heartache and pain that you've gone through. But my goodness, it is so beautiful to see the strength that you have gotten through this situation. Well, this is your reading. Please make sure to come back and check me out again.